He was fine yesterday, walked the dog, watered the garden, even joked about the neighbor's new haircut. And then, in the middle of the night, his wife heard a crash. She ran to the kitchen and found him on the floor, pale, cold, barely breathing. They rushed him to the hospital. Doctors worked fast. Tubes, monitors, barked commands. You know what the diagnosis was? Liver failure. And the worst part, he didn't drink. Not a drop for the last 30 years. But the damage was already done, and it had been building quietly for decades. The liver doesn't scream. It whispers, it begs, softly, through fatigue, nausea, itching skin. But we don't listen, because we think liver problems happen to someone else. To heavy drinkers, to strangers. Not to us. But here's the truth. It's not about alcohol anymore. It's about everything else. Sugar, pills, processed food, sedentary days, stress. Even that innocent-looking piece of white bread on your plate? Yeah, that too. And if your liver's unhappy, your whole body knows it. You're tired for no reason. You gain weight that won't budge. You itch. You bruise. You forget. Your hormones go haywire. Your skin turns yellow. But most people don't connect the dots. They go for pills, creams, energy drinks, chasing symptoms, while the liver keeps crying underneath. You want to know the most heartbreaking part? In many cases, it's fixable, reversible, even healable, but only if we act early, if we stop feeding the fire, if we give the liver what it needs to clean house, because the liver isn't just some meat slab inside your belly. It's a warrior. It fights every day for you, cleans your blood, balances hormones, stores energy, filters poisons. It's your body's silent janitor, surgeon, and soldier, all in one. But even warriors break down when they're forgotten. And right now yours might already be waving a white flag, not with a bang, but a yawn, a brain fog, a swollen belly, a bitter taste in your mouth after meals. So here's the question. What if you could turn that around? What if there were foods, real foods, that could heal your liver? Not just protect it, but repair it? There are. And they're not expensive. They're not exotic. They don't come in shiny packages, but they work. And in this video, I'll show you what they are, not just names from a list, but how they work, why they matter, and how to actually use them in your day. Because your liver doesn't need miracles. It needs support. It needs allies. And by the time this ends, you'll know exactly where to start. No scare tactics, no fads, just the quiet, life-changing power of feeding your liver right. Let's begin. You won't forget James. He's 62, retired factory worker, a widower who lives alone with his tabby cat, Muffin. Simple guy, likes his morning black coffee, no sugar. Breakfast, usually toast with butter, nothing fancy, no kale smoothies or chia seeds, just regular food and a stubborn streak. For years, James felt off, tired all the time. Sometimes his belly puffed up like a balloon after meals. He shrugged it off. Just getting old, he told himself. But then came the day he couldn't ignore any more. I woke up, and my skin looked yellow, like I'd been out in the sun too long, he said one morning, voice low, almost embarrassed. His doctor ran tests. The word fatty liver landed like a punch. James had heard about liver problems before, sure, but in others, not him. He never touched alcohol more than the occasional beer at holidays. He wasn't obese, he wasn't diabetic. So how? Turns out James's diet was quietly sabotaging him. White bread every day, too many sweets, little movement, and a few prescription meds for blood pressure and cholesterol, which stressed his liver even more. I was angry. How could something so normal, my food, my pills, hurt me? He started reading, learning, testing. One day he swapped white bread for oats. Another day added turmeric to his eggs. Then green tea became his afternoon ritual. Slowly, James felt changes, energy creeping back, belly shrinking, the yellow fading. He's not cured, not yet, but now he's fighting. And here's the thing. His story could be yours, because liver damage doesn't shout. It sneaks, it hides in everyday habits, but it's never too late. James's secret? He treats his liver like a friend, not an enemy. He feeds it carefully, protects it fiercely, and listens to its whispers. "I'm not done with life," he says, eyes bright. "Not by a long shot." "You ready to be like James? To give your liver the chance to heal?" Good, because the road starts with what's on your plate. And that's what we'll explore next. Imagine your liver as a bustling city, a non-stop metropolis inside your body. Every second, it's working like a factory, a power plant, and a recycling center all rolled into one. It cleans your blood, breaks down toxins, stores energy, and even helps digest fats. But here's the catch. This city is fragile. Picture the liver's cells as workers on an assembly line. When you eat too much sugar, processed foods, or take certain medications, it's like dumping garbage on their desks. Piles of junk they have to sort through. Over time, these piles grow bigger and bigger. The workers get overwhelmed. They slow down. Some get sick. This is where fatty liver comes in. Fat builds up inside those cells like sludge clogging the machinery. The liver becomes inflamed. Imagine a fire alarm ringing in the city, but the firefighters are exhausted and can't keep up. That inflammation damages the tissue. Left unchecked, the damage leads to scarring, what doctors call fibrosis. Eventually, the city's streets get blocked, the factories shut down. This is cirrhosis, severe liver damage that can be life-threatening. Now, why does sugar cause so much trouble? Think of fructose, a type of sugar found in soda, sweets, and even fruit juices, as a sneaky saboteur. Unlike glucose, it's mostly processed in the liver. When you flood your body with fructose, the liver has to work overtime to turn it into fat. This fat then piles up inside the liver cells. Add in alcohol or certain meds, and the strain multiplies. But it's not just about fat. Your liver also controls inflammation and your immune system's response. If the inflammation doesn't calm down, the damage becomes chronic. So what about those medications James was taking? Many common drugs, even ones for blood pressure or cholesterol, are broken down by the liver. If the liver is already struggling, it can't process these well, which adds more stress and damage. Now, here's the good news. The liver is incredibly resilient. If you clear the junk, give it the right fuel, and let it rest, it can regenerate. Imagine those city workers finally getting a break. Trash cleared away, machinery fixed, factories running smoothly again. This is why the foods you eat matter, because they can either add to the chaos or help rebuild the city from the ground up. Next, we'll dive into the foods that give your liver that healing power. Ready? First, let me tell you about Sarah, a retired schoolteacher with a sweet tooth and a habit of skipping breakfast. For years, she started her day with strong black tea on an empty stomach. Sounds harmless? Think again. Sarah's liver was quietly waving a red flag. Why? Because drinking strong tea or coffee first thing can irritate the liver's delicate lining. It's like sending your liver a flood of acid when it's not ready. No breakfast, no buffer. Her energy tanked by midday. She felt foggy. Her doctor warned her, "You need to eat before drinking anything strong." So Sarah switched to a gentle smoothie with spinach and banana before her morning tea. The change? Immediate. Her mornings brightened. Her liver thanked her. Lesson 1. Never shock your liver on an empty stomach. Feed it first. Now, meet Tom, a former engineer who loved convenience foods and fried snacks. One night, after a heavy meal of fried chicken and fries, Tom's belly swelled painfully. He dismissed it as indigestion. But his liver was struggling under the load. High-fat processed foods are like pouring grease into your liver's engine. It slows the cleaning process, causes inflammation. Tom decided to swap fried snacks for walnuts and fresh avocado. Not only did the swelling ease, but his energy surged. His doctor called it a turning point. Lesson 2. Swap the grease for good fats. Your liver loves nuts, seeds, and avocados. They help flush toxins and reduce inflammation. Finally, there's Maria, a grandmother who never touched alcohol but was prescribed several medications. She noticed fatigue creeping in. Her doctor explained, "Many medicines rely on your liver to be broken down." Taking them without supporting your liver is like asking a tired worker to double their shift. Maria began adding turmeric and garlic to her meals, natural liver boosters known for their anti-inflammatory power. Within weeks, her energy improved. She felt lighter, more vibrant. Lesson 3. Support your liver if you're on medication. Herbs like turmeric, garlic, and milk thistle can give your liver the edge it needs. Each story shows one truth. Healing your liver is about daily choices. Small shifts, real food, real impact. Listen, this isn't just about food, it's about you, your body, your future. Every bite you take is a message to your liver, your heart, your soul. And guess what? Your liver remembers. It remembers kindness. It remembers when you choose to care, when you slow down, when you say no to the junk. And yes, this road isn't always easy. Old habits fight back. Temptations whisper in your ear. But here's the secret. Every step forward counts. Every small change is a victory. James, Sarah, Tom, Maria, they all started just where you are now. Unsure, maybe a little scared, but willing, because they chose hope, because they decided they deserved to feel alive again. And you do. You too. Imagine waking up with lightness, energy that fuels your passions, a body that works with you, not against you. That's possible, not someday, not if only. Now, you have the power to give your liver the care it's been begging for, to feed it, heal it, and thank it, because your liver is more than an organ. It's your life's quiet hero, and heroes deserve to be loved. So start today, one meal, one choice, and watch your story change. Your liver will thank you, and so will the life waiting for you. You're not alone in this. I'm with you. Let's do it together.